What's going on, everybody? Um, Quick video while it's fresh in my mind on competitiveness. Wanted to just share some views on this and how unhealthy extreme competitiveness can be. Misguided extreme competitiveness. What I mean by that is being competitive is a healthy thing. There's nothing wrong with a healthy amount of competitiveness in life. Keeping it in balance is important though. And the best form of competitiveness is when you're competitive with your own standards, competing with your best self, knowing what your potential is and being competitive with that vision, with that understanding, with your potential, with your vision of your best potential. Now, unhealthy, toxic competitiveness is when you get lost, when you lose your goals, when you lose your heading, when you lose your focus, and you start competing with someone else or something else out of insecurity. All right, what that means is, I'll give you an example. So for example, let's say you're walking down a street and you've got, let's say, a girlfriend or boyfriend, everything is great, you're having a great day, and someone winds up poking you or irritating you and saying, I bet I'm better at you at this. I bet I can get this basketball in that net better than you. And you're not a basketball player, you're not into that, but your insecurity, your fear, it gets activated, and then you are drawn into this competitiveness to do better. We can be competitive with, over competitive with anyone, family members, friends, parents, coaches, anyone. And it usually the toxic over competitiveness stems from insecurity, because we want to be better. We feel like, if I can be better than this person at this, I will feel better about my life. And no, of course not. It's not going to last. Yes, you might feel better for a second, for a moment, but that emptiness will soon return, and then you'll be more bitter, more empty than before, and you'll be creating a habit of finding pleasure and power and energy from the wrong places. And the wrong place in this case would be trying to be better than someone else. We can be competitive, over competitive with people even when it comes to dating, when it comes to our relationships, playing tit for tat. Someone does something and then you want to do something better. Arguing. A lot of toxic relationships suffer this. A lot of toxic breakups suffer this competitiveness. There's this toxic competitiveness after breakups where you want to be better. You want to say, you see, I won. I'm better than you. And you get this feeling of pride or strength or wholeness. You feel good. You feel like the winner. It doesn't last very long though. It's very short-lived. At the end of the day, this a lot of the things that I've learned from other great people, from all, from everywhere, that I, have put in these videos and attempted to share with everyone. The gist of it is, you shouldn't be too concerned with what other people are doing. If someone is taking jabs at you, poking you, and challenging you, then you're going to be drawn in usually from a place of insecurity. Someone who's secure, someone who's confident, someone who is happy in life doesn't care. You'll say, oh, yeah, no, you're better than me at basketball. You're better than me at this. You're better than me at everything. If you look at the core of a lot of the great faiths, the great religions, yes, of course, sadly, religions have, you know, taken a wrong turn, being used to control people, right? But if you look at the core of those teachings, the core is always about self, focus. Uh, keep your intentions pure. Keep yourself on the right path, and being challenged. Being feeling insecure, feeling um, this toxic competitiveness, this toxic drive, it's normal, it's natural, it's not a bad thing, but keep it in check. When it's activated, remember it stems from fear, it stems from insecurity, it stems from feeling threatened, right? You feel threatened. That's really where it usually stems from. And when you remember that, hey, look, I have nothing to fear. I'm going to, as I said at the beginning of this video, focus on competing with my best self. I'm going to focus on bringing the best out of myself, and that's the best that I can do, is to focus on myself, focus on how good I can do. A long time ago, someone was telling me this really cool story about racing around a track and who can run around the track the fastest. And they did these experiments where the first person who would run around the track usually had the fastest time. Why? Because that person was competing against their best self. They weren't going around this track and thinking, oh, the last person did it in 10 minutes, so I have to do it in 9 minutes. They were just racing around the track thinking, I have to do the best I can do if I want to win, because I don't know how fast the other people are going to be doing it. So, yeah, it's something to keep in mind. Be aware when your insecurity is activated, because it can lead you down the wrong path. And if you get led down the wrong path, you could find yourself becoming a basketball player, even though you never wanted to play basketball, and you leave your girlfriend or boyfriend an amazing life behind. Why? Because someone was able to jab you and take you into their insecurity, into their world of darkness, into their world of fear. Stay in the light. Don't be distracted. Okay? Everything you need comes from within you. All the happiness, all the power, all the strength that you need comes from within you. And yes, surround yourself with great people. People who lift you up. Just the other day, encountered some great knowledge about. Someone was talking about confidence and how our confidence stems from many places. Well, one of the greatest places it stems from is surrounding yourself with good people, cool people, not people who hate, not people who are jealous, not people who are, basically dicks. And the sad thing is that a lot of these people who hate and are dicks, the toxic people, they don't realize it. They don't realize what they're doing. You can call that being unconscious, unaware. They don't realize that they are they have some sickness, some illness, and what they want to do is they want company. They want other people to be sick like them or ill like them. So they'll see some people going in their life happily, and then they will try to poke and jab to distract you from your path, right? So be aware of that, and there's more and more suffering now in the world, so there's more and more people who are like that, and then they need that attention, they need that company, and sadly, the only way a lot of people know how to get that attention is by being irritating, by hurting. There's by causing conflict. Then they can get that attention because they know that if I hurt someone, then that person will engage with me. So the best thing to do is right at that moment not to engage and stay focused. So throughout our life, that's our goal really, is to stay focused on our path. If you find that you're being misdirected, well then, keep an eye on the people who are interacting with you. And nowadays, people aren't just out in the world that you're meeting face to face. It's not just your friends or family. It's who are you talking to online, whether it's on social media, whether it's dating apps. Who are the faces that you're swiping and seeing every day? Who are the faces and people that you're receiving messages from every day? Those are the people that are going to shape you. If you're online, I actually do work with a lot of therapists. It's pretty amazing. And I've been doing that for a while now, but it's understandable because therapy is not an easy job, and therapists need also to share and express themselves. But if your job involves you being out in the interacting with a lot of people, which I'm sure it will, just be more professional. Be more professional, and focus on getting your money, doing what you need to get done, and then get back to your life and keep your life focused. All right, everybody, that's my signal to end this. Hope this video helps in some way, and sending everybody out there all the very best. Adios for now.